What's up, guys? This is a built-up Colt Crew Vic Bam race frame and fork, race fork. You know, Colt obviously does a ton of bikes to ride in park and street and dirt, but the two guys that run Colt, the main guys over there, Robbie Morales and Neil Wood, they used to be BMX racers and they were good at it. So they decided they should make race stuff. So they came out with some frames, forks, bars, and a few little things to, you know, embrace the whole BMX racing thing. I recently started taking my daughter to the BMX track. I was riding a bike that I kind of just made a little bit into a bike I could ride on the track, but I decided needed to do the full race thing. So thanks Robbie for the frame and fork. I built this bike up. I already had some wheels for it. I already had some cranks I wanted to use. I had this dope old school GT overdrive sprocket. You know, I run just the regular profile mini cassette hubs. These are Alienation rims with some DT Swiss spokes and spoke nipples, some Colt Hawk cranks, profile bottom bracket, you know, profile slim seat, the Colt Redemption stem. I added some tie bolts to it, you know, to save that extra little bit of weight, and some crew bars, the box linear pull brakes. And this frame is a pro. It's a 21-inch top tube. I didn't want to get too carried away because I wanted my other bike to still feel somewhat reasonable. But you probably don't want to just have me show you my own personal bike. It's super fun to ride. I finally got to ride it a couple times and it's been good. So what we also did is we built up a brand new one, and I built it up for Robbie at Colt. He used to race, and just keep in mind, I built my bike up specifically for just having fun at the BMX track, and so I could rip around pump tracks, so it'd be durable and low maintenance. So I'll show you Robbie's. Boom. So he hasn't seen this yet, but Colt doesn't make a full line of race products. So I talked to Matt Copeland at Profile, and he was able to send some stuff out to us. So this bike turned out really awesome. First, start out with the Colt race frame. It's chromoly. I know a lot of race stuff isn't chromoly, but this bike built up the way it's built up is lighter than you probably think. It's probably not the lightest race bike, but it'll take way more abuse than a lighter bike would. So let's start out with the frame. It's chromoly. This frame has an 8.5-inch standover. The rear chainstays on it are 14.5 to 15.5, which is pretty ideal for a race bike. 74-degree head tube, 73-degree seat tube. This frame uses a 27.2 seat post as well. It comes with the quick release seat post clamp. Integrated headset, campy style, and Euro bottom bracket, all common on race bikes. This is a Colt race fork specifically. It's a little bit lighter. I will say the steer tube on the fork, pretty long, so we chopped them down to just look a little cleaner. The head tube's not super tall. It just looks nicer when it's cut. Keep in mind, Robbie's a big guy, so this has to hold up to him. And we started out thinking about past the frame, which will obviously hold up, the wheels. So basically, Profile has a few different hub sets. I like the mini hubs. They've been around forever. They're extremely durable. They're simple, and they have a ton of different configurations that you can order them in. This hub, it's a female bolt, 17 mil hex head. It's chromoly with a chromoly driver and a chromoly cog on it. So it does make it a bit heavier. You could save a lot of weight with a different configuration on it. But this is for a big guy, so you don't want to get it too lightweight. It won't be durable enough for him. I did do double butted spokes, and I did DT Swiss spoke nipples with the spoke lock prep already inside the nipple. It's a 7000 series hardened aluminum spoke nipple, plus it locks into place well, so the wheels are going to stay true and straight for a lot longer than with a different regular spoke nipple. The Sun NV rims, with the NV rims, there is a front and a rear. The rear one has the braking sidewall, the front one does not. You could obviously run the braking sidewall on the front. If you want to run brakes, you probably don't want to run the front one on the rear. The brakes won't work very well. So that's the combination on the hoop we did. As far as you go with the cranks, we did profile race cranks. They're tried and true. They're chromoly. They're super strong. They're going to hold up. It's a chromo spindle, not a titanium one, but it is the GDH, so it's hollow. It makes it durable and strong. It's mated to a 104 BCD Spider from Profile and the Profile 44 tooth ring. The rear 16, it's the classic 44/16 gearing. Robbie's going to be riding this at the BMX track as well as pump tracks and things like that, just to ride and have fun. So it's a good gear ratio to use anywhere. I did use a 3/32 race chain. It runs on these cogs smoother. It feels good. The Colt frame has these built-in chain tensioners. They're super easy to use. They're really effective, and it'll keep the chain tight and dialed while he rides. And that also allows for a use of the female axle, because you usually can't tighten these down quite as tight as a male axle. But Profile hubs are always pretty amazing, and mated with the chain tensioner, it'll just be better. Just makes it easier. You got the Colt headset integrated. We did a Salvation stem with some crew bars, 935. You know, Robbie's pretty tall. This will be a good setup for him. We did the Ricani grips. This is like a box linear pull brake. You know, it does the job. If you want to drop some skids, slow down. One thing we also did with this bike, which is cool, is Colt makes a foldable Vans tire. It may not be as light as like some folding race tire, but it is lighter and it's way more durable, especially if you're going to ride the bike around for fun and go to the pump tracks and just put some miles in on it. This is a better tire. These are the Colt PC pedals. A lot of people don't like plastic pedals, and that's cool, but the PC pedals, the composite they use is extremely dense. It's probably denser than most aluminum pedals. Not all aluminum pedals, but a lot. They're way less expensive. They're really lightweight. You put them on here, if you wear them out, you get a new pair. It's pretty simple. They're classic style platforms. It's a good fit with the bike, to be honest with you. I run them on my bike too, if you didn't notice. Had to do the profile seat with the red wing on it just to match the red hubs. So the bike's got the box linear pull brakes on it, or the V-brake, whichever you want to call it. Race bikes come with this style brake. You know, other bikes, I mean, most guys that ride park or street don't even ride brakes, but these brakes are really powerful. They work really well. Any company that makes them, Shimano, they're all pretty good. Out of all the ones I've put on over the years, the best are obviously the XTR with the parallel plates, or the XT, but they don't really make those anymore. If you got a pair, good for you. I'm jealous, but these are good. They'll be durable. They work fine. They're lightweight, and they look clean. If you want to get rolling on one of these bikes, hit us up. We can build one up for you. We can get you a frame. We can, you know, transfer parts, whatever it is. If you want to get going on something that's just more fun to ride and still hauls ass, it's something cool. Oh, one thing I didn't say, 11.5 bottom bracket, low bottom bracket. If you're trying to go fast around a BMX track, you're going to like that. Thanks for watching. Hope this wasn't too confusing. I didn't mumble on too much. Yeah, if you have any questions, hit us up, kingsrideshop.com. Go ride.